Well, hello, everybody. Hi, my name is Little Bit of Laura, and welcome back to another podcast episode of Random Thoughts and Musings. Um, I try to do different things every time I, talk, but I feel like if I do more stuff, you guys are more entertained and not just waiting on me to post the next big thing, right? So, the book is going to take a little longer than I thought. So the next chapter I'm on, it's going to be a two-parter because it is extremely detailed and it is extremely long. So I'm just going to divide that into two parts. So that way you literally have to wait till the next chapter to move on. You know what I mean? So it's going to be like a cliffhanger kind of chapter, but I'll do that probably, if not tomorrow, then Friday for sure. I'm not one to toot my own horn, but oh my God. Did not expect that many people to actually enjoy me being my silly self. Um, I am originally from Texas, so country music is deep in my roots. It is. And I grew up listening to Shania Twain, um, Sarah Evans, the Dixie Chicks, LeAnn Rimes, Reba, all those names. I grew up listening to them. So most of Shania Twain's music, I haven't memorized. It's just the clips are really difficult to find and post and to sing with. And it looks like I'm lip singing, but I'm actually singing along with the song. And when the video stops, I'm still dancing. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm still interacting. And I think, oh crap, it's over with. Well, that's awkward. So I'm actually enjoying it more than I should be, but hey, that's supposed to be. Just having fun, and that's what I do. I have fun doing this. So I am going to do my best to keep up with that. Um that's just I have a blast doing that. I guess you could say that's something that I was never good at growing up. So I was very shy, as you all know, and me getting out like that to do stuff like that, that's something I would have never have done. But since I'm finally comfortable in my own skin, I can actually do things I never thought I would do, which is what I've been trying to promote to you guys to do more, to do stuff and, be more comfortable with yourself and to believe in yourself that you can achieve anything that you want, that you can make your dreams come true, that you can be a bigger, better person than you currently are. You, you literally do not have to be stuck in one spot. There's room to grow and to climb up the career ladder or, move to a different house, be friends with, a new group of people who encourage you and to lift you. There's different things you can do to get out of your rut. So, sometime this weekend, I'll do another live stream. I've had a very, very, very long day. It's only Wednesday and it feels like it should be Friday. Apparently my kids are having bad dreams. So they wake us up throughout the night. So that's one thing. Pretty much a lot of, there's a lot of ins and outs at work of what's going on. So the major thing is, patients are being left unseen. So there's issues with that. There's issues with just, not communicating. There's a lot of lack of communication. And if you don't have communication, then it's a he said, she said ordeal. And no one likes a he said, she said ordeal. So you got to put that into perspective of telling the entire story, not just bits and pieces. Just tell the entire thing. Own up to something if it's your fault. Own up to it. Don't make yourself look like you're, The innocent one, if you think, well, maybe I did that wrong, fully own up to what you did. Please. For the sake of everybody else, just own up to everything. So there's just a lot of factors taking place this week. And my husband had to have a procedure done this morning, and he was not allowed to have a full 8 hours of sleep. They told him only 3 hours. So he was either up playing a game, or he slept for 3 hours, or he was at work because he works from home. So I've slept in like 3 different areas this morning. So I'm a little bit out of it right now. But both my kids are conked out for the night. So I thought I'd spend a few minutes sharing my thoughts and my musings. So next up on the chopping block, if you will, my next date for my devotional that I would like to share, it is called I Will Give You My Perspective. Think about that. He will give you his perspective. What does that mean? Laura, what does that mean? Life comes at you from so many directions, which is true. It really does. Whether you're in a season of busyness or a season of waiting, it can be hard to decipher exactly what I've been teaching you. Often, you're so consumed by the details of life that you cannot see the big picture. I mean, seriously, think about that for a minute. He's trying to teach you something, but you can't picture it. You can't see the bigger picture because you're worried about little distractions on the side. So whatever he's trying to show you in front, you're distracted by this little nagging voice on the side, like, hey, look at me, look at me. So you turn to look at whatever it is, and you completely lose the entire picture of what he's trying to show you. It's like the saying, you can't see the forest for the trees. It's like that saying, you can't see the forest for the trees. It's the entirety of the forest, not just the beautiful tall trees. Beloved, I want you to take time to step back and see from my perspective. Take time to step away from everything on your plate and invite me to show you what I'm teaching you in this season. We are all going through seasons. Everybody. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Every single one of us is going through a season, and it's different seasons at different times. You'll have seasons of friendships. You'll have seasons of getting along with family members. You'll even have seasons of different hobbies that you want to do. So put that in perspective. You're going through different seasons. So therefore, any different season you're going through, God is guiding you through it. So if you want to try boxing, he's telling you to go boxing. There's a lesson to be learned there. If you want to try some sport like tennis or golf, there's a lesson he wants you to learn there too. So it's not just, oh, I want to do this. It's here, let me show you this, and then you can learn whatever it is that you're supposed to be learning from that. It says, get ready. So get ready. Get ready. Have your pen and paper on hand, because when you ask from our perspective, I will surprise you. There are lessons you're learning right now that you cannot learn in any other season of your life. Now, when I was first given this book, Christmas Day, from my dearest friend, when she first gave this to me, I thought, you know what? It's the beginning of the year. I'm going to wait till New Year's and I'll start reading it then. Because if she had given this to me last year, I would have never even opened the book. I never would have given it a second thought to open it. I would just sit there and stare at it like, why am I reading this? There's no point. Why am I reading this? There's no point in me going further, But because of the fact that I am in that season, that particular season, to go forth with my life, to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, I am reading this darn daggum thing every single night. And every single night, I kid you not, I am learning something new about the next step. These are truths you will carry with you for all eternity. These are golden nuggets that no one can steal from you, treasure for you to share, and wisdom that has been unlocked for you. But you haven't taken the time to tap into it. So come, ask me to show you, and I will. That's the key here. We're in a different season. So it doesn't matter where you're at or what you're currently doing. You're in there for a purpose. He is teaching you things where you're at. Whatever music you're listening to, whatever friends you're with, even the weather has a part in it. Everything has a part in what you're going through. You know, I am having a blast doing this. This is something that I thoroughly enjoy, I'm very shy when it comes to speaking, but apparently I have perfect etiquette when it comes to talking on the phone because I get more compliments when I'm talking on the phone with patients than I do in person. Tell me, how does that make sense? I'm in customer service here, and I make people smile on the phone because I can hear it. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm making you happy. And one lady just gave me the biggest compliment. She goes, I love your laugh. Thank you for laughing because you just made me laugh. It's like, hey, that's what I'm here for, kind of. I'm more to take care of what you're calling about, but hey, I'd love to cheer you up too. It's just my personality. You know, we we all have different personalities that shine through. And my favorite person that I used to work with, she left. And the last word she said was, she can't wait to see how far I bloom. So that's in a different season in itself. So I have that to look forward to. But just, keep that in mind. Take in the perspective of where you're at, what season you're in, what you're doing, what your hobby is, the music you listen to, what you're doing in your spare time. How do you treat your family and your loved ones? Take all of that into perspective and pay attention to the tiniest teensy little details of what you could be missing. So, with all of that said, I will return with more thoughts and, of course, more readings and obviously more short videos because, they're fun. And, just think about that. So I will leave you all to it. And I will be back next time for another episode. So you guys take care. Toodles.